The next one is pay in slip. Okay, you all would have seen what a pay in slip is. So it is used for the cash or check deposits. Okay, so whenever you enter into the bank for depositing cash or even the check, then in that case you will be filling the pay in slip stating that your customer, that is your account number and the date and all the information related to, like, if it is cash you will enter the denomination, if it is check you will enter the to whom it is to be paid and how much amount, and also the check number also will be written in the pay in slip, right? So basically this is also called as the deposit slip, because whenever we deposit cash or the check we use this pay in slip. And here you will have, if you can, like in the specimen itself you see the left side, the smaller part will be given to the customer, okay, and the right side part, okay, that will be retained with the banker itself. So the left side part, that is the counterfoil, will be sealed and stamped, signed by the banker, and it will be returned to the customer, which means the customer will have a proof that he has deposited a certain amount in the bank. Okay, so because that's a financial transaction, so automatically it must be, this counterfoil must be attached with the financial transaction as a proof. Same way, banker should also have this as a proof, because he has got some amount as deposit from his customer. So it acts, pay in slip will act as a proof for both the banker and also the customer. The last one is check. So check is called as a negotiable instrument. Why we call it negotiable is it has always been in a printed format. We will be entering the amount to whom it is to be paid. Amount will be written both in words and figures, and the holder of the check will sign it. Okay, so basically checkbook is being issued by the bank to its customer. Whenever we need to withdraw certain amount, we use this check as the in the transactions. Okay, so here also it can either be withdrawn for by the same person, that is when you write pay self, which means you are withdrawing for yourself. If you write any name there, in that case that particular person will can go and withdraw the amount. So it is not that you alone can use it. It is that even the other person, when you sign, in that case the other person can also use it. And each checkbook will have a record slip wherein you can enter to whom, the on which date, which what check number, to whom it is being given, for what amount. All these information can be returned in the record slip, which is again be attached in your checkbook itself. Okay, so this checkbook or the record slip will be retained with the account holder, so he can use it for future references. Okay, so there are 6 source documents which are used in the financial transactions. So first we saw is the cash receipt or the voucher, which is used only for the cash purchases and cash sales or any other cash transactions. Second one we saw is the invoice, wherein we'll be entering only the cash purchases and the credit sales. Third we saw is the debit note, when a purchaser or the buyer finds that the goods are defective. In that case he prepares a debit note, the buyer prepares the debit note, sends it to the seller stating that the goods are defective. Fourth is credit note. This credit note is prepared by the seller because he is receiving certain goods or defective quality goods from his customer. So, to act as a proof, the seller will prepare the credit note. Next we saw is the pay in slip. Pay in slip means where when we use this in the bank transactions, especially when we deposit money in the bank by the way of cash or check, then we use this pay in slip or the deposit slip. The last what we saw is check. Check again is a negotiable instrument wherein the money, the person who holds this check has to sign, fill the amount, and he can either go in person and withdraw the amount, or he can actually send any other person who authorizes, okay, who is given authorization, can go and withdraw the amount from the customer's account. So these are the basic source documents which are used in the business organizations.